What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
We did it. We did it. Did it. Made it.
Did we?
It's here. We have arrived. Welcome to the headliners. We are them. The headlines.
Are they?
Yes. I am very sleepy.
Mikey hasn't slept, so we're gonna.
I am still running on the same energy I had from doing the food show yesterday. Yes.
How much coffee do you have in you?
And what denomination would you like your answer?
Gallons?
10. No.
Okay.
I think I had maybe a third of a gallon. I had a pot.
A whole pot of coffee, huh?
Well, I made a pot yesterday and I just finished it, so.
Oh man, old coffee?
Cold coffee is my shit.
Not old. OLD.
It's kind of old.
It's from yesterday.
Hi, Sarah.
Hot coffee is best when it's fresh.
Yeah, your therapist wanted us to have a conversation. Pull up a chair, McKinnon.
McKinnon, this is an intervention.
We're here to talk to you about so what's up with your president? They say he doesn't drink, but I'm pretty sure he's drinking. He's acting like a drunk person. According to Susie Wiles, who has told everything on Vanity Fair.
Oh man, I can't wait for the book. There's going to be a book and it's going to be great.
Oh, I don't need the book. You can keep that. She said what I needed her to say. She said all the right things. Let's see who's got some. Let's see. We got a freaking windstorm going on.
I have wind warnings for tomorrow.
Jesus. Almost blew her little water table away. But it's got snow in it. Good luck. Things like 90 pounds right now.
Yeah, when the snow is there for a few days, it gets heavy.
The cope is so real. The cope is so real.
Susie Wiles firing back against Vanity Fair's unflattering profile of the White House that used quotes from the chief of staff. The interview included Wiles calling Vice President J.D. Vance a, quote, conspiracy theorist for a decade and saying
You know what I hate? I hate it when people quote me. And then other people hear it and then get all these. Yeah. Yeah, we knew that was coming.
He changed the recommendation for hepatitis shots.
Right, for kids. For newborns.
Because he's fucking out of his mind.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what his plan is other than to have kids die, but that's kind of the only thing we're going to get out of this. None of the shit he's talking about is even, I mean, he said it himself. Don't take medical advice from me.
But he's the guy issuing the medical advice.
It's but yo, we heard you. So don't say nothing. If you don't want us to listen to you, then just don't say nothing.
President Trump has an alcoholic's personality.
Wiles responding to the piece saying significant.
I mean, apparently his brother died from alcoholism or whatever, and that's why he doesn't drink.
Yeah, Trump is fairly straight edge as far as drugs and alcohol go. His brain, what's happening to his brain is natural causes.
That's just Alzheimer's.
Context was disregarded, and much of what I and others said about the team and the president was left out of the story. I assume after reading it that this was done.
No, don't try to clean it up now, Susie Q. It's too late now. We done heard the whole. You done.
The girls are fighting, aren't they?
Yeah, you can't after facts. Like, I said a whole bunch more after that. Under what circumstance, Tim, do I want you walking around like, he doesn't even know how to use a mouse? Like, under what circumstance do I want my co-host talking shit on me? There isn't a, like, she said that shit.
Broke my ass.
To paint an overwhelmingly chaotic and negative narrative about the president and our team. Joining us now to react is senior writer for the Washington Examiner and Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, good morning to you. There was just an
I forgot the Fox News aesthetic. They look so ridiculous.
They do look
with
very
this fucking
ridiculous.
candy cane tie. God, they're so full
Guys,
of it.
it's
Enormous
Christmas.
amount of
We gotta have
attention.
the poinsettias in the background.
Gotta win the war on Christmas. Get your tie out.
Over the story yesterday, because just about every single cabinet member who was mentioned in the story, and even those who were not, came to Susie Wiles' defense, and in the most full-throated way imaginable. It kind of reminded me, and stay with me, of at the end of It's a Wonderful Life when everybody rallied
Oh
around
my
George,
God. And the
they're like, this
tie-in
woman
for
has
the
done so
movie?
much for us. It's time for us to give back to her. So what are your takes?
These people
Yo.
are sick. These are-
It's just like It's a Wonderful Life.
What if it was
This is sick shit.
these people actually live in this, like, really, man. I'm curious now about what else is going on in their reality.
Takeaways over this episode.
That's a perfect analogy, especially during Christmas time, Carly. So good job, you. Vanity Fair, look, is overwhelmingly anti-Trump. And the person who interviewed Susie Wiles here for Vanity Fair, his name is Chris Whipple. Now, let me give you his resume. Former MSNBC, NPR.
Then why she do the
Former-
interview?
Former liberal trash bag.
Then why she do the interview?
I don't know. That's always a good question.
Why would you do 11 1-hour interviews with somebody if they're this horrible windbag from the like, you know what I mean? Like, who wastes their time?
And even Trump does that too. He'll go to news organizations that he's like, oh, you guys are the fucking worst. But hey, do you want to interview me?
I mean, I think Vanity Fair appeals to a certain demographic, and I think she was flattered that Vanity Fair wanted to talk to her,
Mhm.
and that's why she wanted to talk to them. And then she got to talking and sipping that tea and telling everybody business. And JD still wets the bed, and she's just telling everybody's little fucking idiosyncrasies.
And 60 Minutes contributor / producer. So Wiles' argument here is valid when you look at the body of work from those three so-called news organizations. And just read Whipple's book on the 2024 presidential campaign. It's a anti-Trump manifesto. So here is Susie Wiles' statement after the interview was published. Quote, "The truth is the Trump White House has already accomplished more in 11 months than any other president has accomplished."
She didn't say I didn't say that. She didn't say I didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to be like, well, I was on the record, but I didn't say that thing. That because
it's recorded and they could just play the tape.
Right. There are very clear rules with reporters where you have to say on the record, off the record when you're talking to them, because it's like a confidentiality kind of thing. Because you're technically a source for them. You're a source, and they want to make sure that their sources will be truthful with them. So if you say something on the record and you don't say it's off the record, then it's fair game. Say whatever the fuck they can tell you. They can say that you said it because you said it and you didn't say it's off the record.
It's like a homegirl's, was that Alina Habba? Or was it the other one where she's like, oh, and this is all off the record, by the way. She was like,
Right.
It doesn't work like that.
You say that at the start. It's like a timer. You say off the record, and then from that point on, it's off the record.
She was like, I'd like to retroactively make all of that last conversation in text message form off the record. It's like, nah. I'm not doing that.
in 8 years, and that is due to the unmatched leadership and vision of President Trump, for whom I've been honored to work for the better part of the decade. So
Hold on, let me go back because this is in response to all the shit that she said. I didn't hear her say, "Well, I actually didn't say that." She was just like, "We did a whole bunch of stuff this year." Sure is nice with that ballroom, huh?
has accomplished in 8 years, and that is due to the unmatched leadership and vision of President Trump, for whom I've been honored to work for the better part of the decade. So that's the thing here, right?
Yeah, that's not a denial. That's not they twisted my words. That's not I'm out of context. That's, hey, sure is great how big that flag is over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Waving briskly in the breeze. What does it say? What the actual fuck America? Oh shit. What's going on, Chris?
Here, I was finding
oh yeah
RFK's thing because Chris was talking about it. So I got that on deck.
Yeah. LGBTQ. Yeah, keep your head down. I'm like I've been trying to sound this alarm. Like the literal Nazis are out, so now is not the time to have your nail head sticking up. Wait and see. Wait and see.
Why would one of the most loyal people to President Trump, before, during, and after the campaign into the second term, suddenly throw people under the bus unless these quotes were taken out of context? It makes no sense. So
it could only good happen.
In what context is, JD is just kind of like a conspiracy theorist. He kind of got like interested in politics. Can't really think of what.
I would say in the end, if you're going to do an interview, if you're Susie Wiles, you're JD Vance, Marco Rubio, or even President Trump, make sure that you have somebody there filming it the entire time. Put out.
How come you're not on the team?
I mean, usually that shit is recorded. She can put out the Vanity Fair reporter can put out the fucking audio recording and be like, "Hey, this is what she said."
I mean, didn't they do that with the New York Times?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're lying. They ain't got no. I don't even draw. What you talking about? Draw?
And then they put out the book, and they're like, "Here it is. We told you we had it."
He's like, "I'm gonna sue you for $100,000 billion if you say that you have that one more time." Oh, you mean this? You mean this thing I put out?
Didn't he sue the Wall Street Journal over that too?
Yes.
The Rupert fucking Murdoch owned Wall Street Journal.
He's like, "Look, bro, I just paid $580 million for your Dominion bullshit that I had on my network, and I got in trouble, and I had to pay all that money back. And now you're trying to sue me for shit that I know I have. I know this is a good source. Now that shit's fake." All right.
The whole thing in context, so this way this stuff doesn't ever happen again.
That's a good point.
2 quick points. One, you just won the show with that Next Level It's a Wonderful Life analogy.
Thank you.
There's literally nothing I can do to compete with that. Yeah, let's get back to the news, though. Trump responded.
Mikey, can I voice a controversial opinion?
Yeah, man.
It's a Wonderful Life is not a good movie.
No. Most old movies are not very good.
It is 2 hours of literally nothing, and then all the important stuff happens.
Look, Tim, we had to watch that on the broadcast, and that was the only thing that they would play. So I have a lot of nostalgia for this really shitty movie. That was the only thing available to watch.
Also, Trump is the villain from that movie.
Trump's the villain in fucking Home Alone too.
Trump is the villain. If anyone ever wants to know how many villains Trump is in different movies, go watch the Somewhere News movie. It is entirely about how every 80s movie villain is Trump.
Makes sense.
Home Alone, Time Cop, Running Man.
That cinema classic, Time Cop.
Time Cop.
Should have won an Emmy that year.
But anyway, It's a Wonderful Life, not a good movie. Terribly paced.
To Wiles's alcoholic claim in an interview with the New York Post, he writes the following. He says the following.
Yeah, that's out of context. You know what I mean? Like, I always say that about people. It's like they're kind of like an alcoholic, and then somebody comes in with a recorder and they record it, and they're like, "Oh, see, they're saying that person's an alcoholic." what? No one uses that phrase unless it means something. He acts like one. She meant that shit. She just pull a fucking phrase out of the air. She's like, oh, he's like a gymnast.
Yeah. He's like, he's got the brain of a gymnast. He's always thinking about the acrobatic moves he's gonna do.
He's balancing on shit all the time. He walks on the curb. When people are going down the street, he's always walking on the raised curb. That's him.
Drink alcohol.
With his elephant ankles.
Everybody knows that.
Can you imagine Trump just doing that? Not a thought, not a care in his mind, just walking on the curb.
Like that big circle driveway at the White House. He's just on the rocks, just
so carefree.
He's humming YMCA.
If I did, I'd have a very good chance of being an alcoholic. I didn't read it, obviously referencing the Vanity Fair article, but I don't read Vanity Fair, but she's done a fantastic job. I think from what I hear, the facts were wrong and it was very misguided. Interviewer purposely misguided. So that's what
it's quotes, buddy. That's the problem.
Someone play the tape. Like, that's all you got to do is play the tape. Mikey got disconnected. Mikey, you're muted. He's gone. He left. He's gone forever. But yeah,
oops.
What happened there?
I slightly tapped the cord on my on my mic.
But yeah, it's all there. Like, you're not going to get around it. If the Vanity Fair reporter wanted to release it all, they could.
And they probably will. I mean, what's in it for them to not do it? He's not nice to them. I'd release that shit.
Yeah. He's not nice to reporters in general, so.
I gotta refresh. God damn it. What happened to the green screen?
I don't know. It's gone. Nope, there he goes. All right. Chris C was putting this in the chat, the news about what RFK said. So we're all gonna steel ourselves and listen to RFK speak.
All the officials who are joining us today, and I acknowledge many of you by name.
Please don't say a whole bunch of people's names. Just say what you gotta say.
Trade Commission, Andrew Ferguson.
Oh God.
Bill Cassidy, Senator Marsha Blackburn.
Scoot up.
Congressman Darshberger.
You're gonna be doing this for
Congressman Attorney General Todd Roque, Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill, Senator Marty McCary.
Just scoot it up, man. Just scoot it up. Wait till they start talking.
With us today. Doctors assume a solemn obligation to protect children. Yet doctors across the country now provide needless and irreversible sex-rejecting procedures that violate their sacred Hippocratic oath by endangering the very lives that they are sworn to safeguard. The American Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, peddled the lie that chemical and surgical sex
put your feelings away,
procedures
crybaby. I can make fun of people if I want to.
Suffer
it's a free
from
country.
gender dysphoria.
Who is that?
They betrayed the estimated 300,000 American youth ages 13 to 17.
This sounds good to you? This is good for your fucking ears? Like, come on,
can
man.
be changed. They betrayed their Hippocratic oath to do no harm. So-called gender-affirming care has inflicted lasting physical and psychological damage.
Hey, I don't see MD after his name.
That's what I'm saying.
This is not medicine. It is malpractice. We're done with junk science.
I got more degrees than this guy does.
He doesn't have a license.
Not the well-being of children.
His friends don't have licenses.
A peer-reviewed report published by the HHS Office of the Assistant Secretary for Health last month confirms that sex-rejecting procedures impose medical dangers and lasting harm on children who receive these interventions. So today we are taking 6 decisive actions.
Hey, turn him down a little bit. You can let him keep talking. Just turn him down a little bit.
Right.
He didn't say nothing about
science.
Levitt's close-up picture for Vanity Fair and her obvious injection spots.
Chemical and surgical mutilation.
Talking about elective fucking surgery and mutilation of skin.
Sex-rejecting procedures are neither safe nor effective treatment.
And also, he's on anabolic steroids. So. What the fuck?
These procedures
clap.
fail to meet professionally recognized standards of
Oh,
care.
Jebby.
Medical professionals or entities providing sex rejecting procedures
This
to
is sick
children
shit.
are out of compliance with these standards of healthcare. This declaration is a
Doesn't
clear
understand
directive
any
to
standard of
providers to
anything,
follow
Carrie.
the
You don't have a
science
degree in
and the
anything,
overwhelming
asshole.
body
You're a
of evidence
lawyer.
that these
He's
procedures
got a
hurt,
he's a
not
lawyer.
help children.
He's got probably a political science
Additionally,
degree.
CMS is
No,
proposing
just a
2 new
lawyer.
rules. The
Well, he's gotta
first
have a
rule
degree to
will
be a
bar
lawyer.
hospitals that participate in Medicare and
Yes, criminal
Medicaid,
justice.
He's not
which is almost every hospital,
he's not the guy from Suits.
from performing these dangerous and harmful procedures. The
How did he
second rule
pass the bar?
prohibits the federal Medicaid dollars from funding the sex rejecting procedures.
He was on a lot of
on
cocaine
minors.
at the time.
The FDA
Heroin.
is issuing warning letters to 12 manufacturers of breast
Zero.
binders, which are medical devices used for purposes such as assistance in recovery from cancer-related mastectomies. The FDA is telling these companies that the illegal marketing of breast binders to children for the purpose of treating gender dysphoria commits significant regulatory violations and requires swift
Oh my
congressional
God.
or corrective
Guys,
action.
that shit just pisses me off, man.
If the manufacturers
fucking
don't comply,
dumb,
they
dude.
could face enforcement actions, including product seizures. Furthermore, HHS is also moving to reverse the Biden administration's
fun in court.
attempt
Yeah.
to include
not allowed
gender
to do this.
dysphoria within the
Have fun in
definition of
court.
disability. My uncle Ted Kennedy was the primary
Oh
author
my
of the
God, here we
Americans with
go.
Oh my
Disabilities
God.
Act.
Ted, he's gonna
My
drag
uncle
Ted Kennedy
Ted
into this.
Kennedy,
my
strengthened the
great
rehabilitation-
uncle Robert F. Kennedy, my dad Robert
I
F.
know.
Kennedy Space Center.
First
Kennedy.
of all, Ted Kennedy was way better than this fucking guy.
Right.
Ted Kennedy was one of the better Kennedys.
I was about
He
to say
is
he's in the top 5 of the Kennedys.
this fucking guy right here. His own family says he's the worst Kennedy.
And they do a lot of infighting. They could have picked anybody.
When he was still running for president before that failed.
Oh my God. Can you imagine that? This fucking brain rotted shit stain in charge of the economy.
Before he failed his presidential run, his own family put out an ad against him saying we don't want him in the White House because he's dumb.
Well, here's my question. If motherfuckers are just listening to people without medical degrees, then just listen to us. You know what I mean? If you're just listening to whoever, hit subscribe and listen to us, because clearly it doesn't matter where you get your fucking information from. It clearly doesn't matter. At least we can read.
Right? And, it doesn't sound like we constantly have gravel in our throats.
And I don't dip children in sewage water.
And I haven't killed so many children with the measles.
Which is going crazy in Florida right now. And I think DeSantis is going to go through with pushing away all the recommendations for kids for school. So it's just going to be a fucking petri dish.
Well, and was it South Carolina too, or North Carolina? They said they have a measles outbreak that's accelerating.
No, leave this fucking guy in charge. He knows what he's fucking doing.
Oh yeah, and the measles outbreak in Texas, he handled that so well last year.
And it's funny because like these same people who were like, I'm not wearing a mask and I'm gonna just take ivermectin and all this other shit that literally doesn't do anything for your symptoms, and you're just fucking placeboing yourself into, ooh, look at me, I can run around like a new horse because you're taking fucking horse dewormer. But these are the same people who will take a pharmaceutical drug like ivermectin from Big Pharma, but then they'll complain about a mask. This idiot is full of steroids and testosterone, blue methyl, you know what I'm saying? Bear and whale meat. And it's just generally an unhealthy fucking person. And then they're like, you know what? I know that the whole COVID thing was scary, but this guy's got it figured out. He's got it totally figured out. Everywhere he fucking goes, there's just a trail of death. Go look up to all you little MAGA turds out there in the fucking chat that are hate watching. Go look up what he did in Samoa. Go look up what happened to those families. And when he got asked about it for the Senate confirmation, he acted like, What happened in Samoa?
Yeah, he was like, "What do you mean?"
What are you
Just
talking about?
for reference here, RFK Jr. has a bachelor's degree from Harvard in history and literature, and a law degree from the University of Virginia School of Law.
Sounds like a doctor to me. Sounds like he's a medical expert to me.
It sounds like he has all the medical degrees.
He doesn't even have fucking biology.
Or he doesn't have a science background at all.
No.
He's not a scientist.
No. Never been in the lab. No need. Why is a literature student and a history student and a fucking law student doing in the fucking lab? They're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not.
And he's also what, 70 fucking years old. So he went to college goddamn 50 years ago.
Yes, his law degree actually, his law degree is 43 years ago, 1982.
Nothing in science has happened. Nothing has happened in academia since the 80s. That's like how fucking
it sounds like you know shit about fuck.
Exactly. It's like Trump's like, oh, I went to the Wharton School of Finance. It's like, yeah, in 1874. Like you have not kept up with the course material. Don't even read anymore. Go ahead.
Act. The Biden era amendments that designated gender dysphoria as a disability serve the commercial interest of a predatory.
I bet you $1,000 he does not know what gender dysphoria is, and he cannot describe it accurately.
The intention of those laws engendered widespread public resentments against those laws among the American people and discredited the statutes in the public mind. These are statutes that were designed to protect the most vulnerable Americans. And the
Breaking Great Britain news.
Kimmy
Kimmy Badenoch said teaching boys about misogyny shouldn't be a priority because migrants are more dangerous to women and girls. Are we talking about the white ones from other European countries?
Our proposed rule will reassure recipients of HHS funding that policies preventing or limiting the sex-rejecting procedures do not violate disability non-discrimination requirements. Finally, our Assistant Secretary of Health,
this is ChatGPT,
Admiral Brian Christine, today signed a public health message to inform healthcare providers, families, and policymakers.
Do you remember that the HHS report that he put out?
Oh, that was written by like a chatbot.
And like 7 or 8 of the sources were completely made up people.
Yeah.
And then all of the rest of them were falsely cited people for papers that they did not write, but they did write on they wrote about the topic, but they didn't write a paper with that name because ChatGPT made that shit up because it needed an answer, so it made one up. Because that's what y'all are doing.
Oh boy. You know what's really funny is that when I finished school last year, they were putting out these programs that could detect if something was written by AI and whatnot. So like you would know as a professor, like you could scan a paper if it was submitted electronically and you could see how it was typed out all the way. And it'll tell you, hey, someone just like largely copy and pasted this section onto their paper and it was written by AI probably. Like
recognize itself.
I wonder what that report would have looked like run through one of those papers. It would have been like, this is like 98% AI.
Even the way you wrote your name is AI.
That current evidence does not support claims that puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries are safe and effective treatments for pediatric gender dysphoria. These announcements are grounded in evidence and shaped by compassion. President Trump has made child protection a national priority. The Make Our Children Healthy Again strategy demonstrates that.
Did President Trump do that in conjunction with Jeffrey Epstein or someone else?
No, he did it with Linda McMahon, who completely shuttered the fucking Department of Education.
Right.
Like these are the same people who were like, you know what? I'm pro-life. I am pro-life. I would like all of these babies to be born into abject poverty with no schools, and they're probably going to get leprosy at the playground. Like,
Right.
you got a real, and then also when we were trying to fucking say Black Lives Matter, they fucking jumped down our dick and said all lives matter. Not
Except
these kids, apparently.
Yeah, except they don't.
All lives matter, except school shooting, school shooting, school shooting. All lives matter. I was like, well, can we do something about guns? No.
Well, no, because
stupid.
guns matter too, guys.
Guns matter more than us, apparently. More than kids, at least.
Yeah, I love how it's they're pro-life until the child is born, and then, well, you're on your own after that.
I should have been pregnant.
Sex rejecting procedures rob children of their futures. The
look at his
Multi-Division
unboxed
Strategy
video
Report
for
calls for
tonight.
an end to
And look at him.
over-medicalization of our children, unnecessary
Just a
medical
blossom of
interventions by
potential.
big money interests that push sex rejecting
I did have a different video lined up, but
Today's revenue
I don't know.
for sex rejecting drugs and surgeries in 2023 were estimated in one study to exceed $4.4 billion and on track to exceed $7.8 billion by 2030.
I don't trust a
One
single
doctor
fucking number
was
he
reported
says.
callously
He said 50% of
describing
Chinese
sex
people had
rejecting
diabetes.
procedures as a big money maker. Hospitals
Yo,
raising
China's one of the
millions
healthiest
dollars by
nations in the
convincing
world,
boys
man.
and
Nope,
girls
no, they're not.
and a lifetime of
They're all
off-label
full of fat and
prescriptions for
sugar.
estrogen and testosterone blockers. Just
All they eat is rice and
reconstruction
fish.
surgeries and more are the only way
And
to
soy.
achieve true happiness and belonging in life. It's wrong. The Trump administration will not stand by while ideology, misinformation, and propaganda.
Bro, you can't read, man.
All he is ideology
And misinformation.
and propaganda.
That's his thing. That's literally his brand.
That's his whole deal, man.
Push vulnerable young people into decisions they cannot fully understand and that they can never reverse.
Again, he doesn't
On
even
my
understand
watch,
gender dysphoria.
HHS will
Nope.
stand for radical transparency and informed consent. We
Hey,
follow
Allie.
the evidence. We employ gold standard science. We honor the
standard
moral
science.
obligation to do no harm.
Junk science is what they have.
There is divine worth in every person. It
What?
shines most brightly in our children.
Oh my
That
God.
worth
Oh
commands
my
us to protect
God.
them.
I
As long as
roll.
I serve
Children
as
are our future,
HHS
Mikey.
Secretary, this
The more you
agency will do
know.
so. Thank you all very, very much.
All right, buddy. Get the fuck out of here.
What a joke.
What a rube.
What an absolute joke.
What a fucking rube.
Let me finish
Mr.
this one.
Paul says she should be in the clear. Here's what the conspiracy theorist for a decade,
This is
JD
great.
Vance, had to say. Listen.
Sometimes I am a conspiracy theorist, but I only believe in the conspiracy theories that are true. And Susie Wiles.
Nah, dog. Nah, dog. I'm not
All right.
going for that. Nah, you ain't finna just. I'm
I-
just that kind of guy. Nah, brother. Who the hell you think you're fooling with that
If-
fucking line of
if my-
bullshit?
If my mom is watching, that's exactly how you sound.
Conspiracy theorist for a decade,
This is
JD
great.
Vance, had to say. Listen.
Sometimes I am a conspiracy theorist, but I only believe in the conspiracy theories that are true.
And he's got the little smirk after it. It's like, dude, hey, Tim, what time is it? Time to get a watch. That's the kind of smile he's got. Like, come on.
I love
brother.
Tesla.
He's got that fart in an elevator kind of smile. Like, oh, Jesus.
And Susie Wiles, we have our
Negative
disagreements.
Riz.
We agree on much more than we disagree, but I've never seen her be disloyal to the President of the United States, and that makes her the best White House Chief of Staff that I think the President could ask for. If any of us have learned a lesson from that Vanity Fair article, I hope that the lesson is we should be giving fewer interviews to mainstream media outlets.
Thank you for your question, Senator.
He's so, it's just like COVID, Tim. The problem with these numbers going up is all these motherfucking tests. You got to stop testing. You know what I mean? Stop doing interviews. Stop talking. Don't say nothing. People will never know what all the problems that we have if you just don't tell them. It's not fucking obvious from the curb, and everybody can see that this place is slowly catching itself on fire. Yeah, just don't do no more interviews.
I was doing a stand-up set on Monday, and I was working in that I recently went to the doctor, And they did all these tests, and they're like, well, this and this and this is wrong with you. I was like, well, if we stop doing tests, then nothing will be wrong with me.
Yeah, no more tests. No, you can't do no contrast. You might find a leak.
I don't think you could get a more full-throated defense of Susie Wiles than what you heard right there. But what he said at the end is what I want to focus on.
He did admit to being a conspiracy theorist.
Why do they do these interviews in the first place when you know the background of a guy like Whipple? You know this is what...
He didn't trick her into saying, so tell me, is JD Vance not a conspiracy?
Listen.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Like, how did he trick her into just like talking shit on everyone? I don't know if that's I don't know if you accidentally just like dig out the whole fucking team over the course of 11 months and 1 hour interviews once a month. Like, and what'd she say? She said fucking Elon was a crackhead or some shit.
Ketamine. She confirmed the ketamine.
Yeah. She's like, he's clearly in his own little ketamine world. Yo.
From Daily Blase, hello, Mikey and Tim in chat. My sourdough loaf hit the spot, was a rousing success, and everyone was left totally satisfied.
We're going to send you a bin podcast ashtray for the cigarette that was needed after.
If you don't get that reference, watch yesterday's show.
I showed part of it to my wife, and she was just shaking her head. I was like, it's not me. And of course, the spot I like scrubbed, like scooted up to was like the dough in his arm doing the thing. I was just like,
yeah. That's that'll be a screenshot for a future show. So.
Jeebus creebus.
Ultimately is going to happen. So why do they take the risk? The juice doesn't seem to be worth the squeeze here, Joe.
No, that's exactly right. I think sometimes you don't want the narrative to be painted for you when it comes to, for example, the Trump economy or anything in terms of the accomplishments of this administration. So you end up doing an interview to try to obviously push, your perspective and try to obviously put the administration.
Yeah, and that's why you talk shit about like this, all of this fucking blah 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 blah. She said what she said. All of this whitewashing y'all trying to do is not. I mean, you got a nice bucket of soapy water there, but all of you have thrown it in the driveway. You have missed the car. I hear what y'all are trying to do. That ain't got nothing to do with what she said. She said it looks like she said it is chaos in this bitch. This motherfucker stealing everybody information, high as shit. This motherfucker. I mean. I didn't see what she said about Dan Bongino, but his ass is gone. He couldn't take the heat. He's like, they got me coming in this bitch 7:30 every day in the morning.
I have to be in my office every weekday,
and then they want me dressed up in a suit and shit. I can't even come in. What
if I wanted to come in sweats?
No, I'm going back to the pod. I'm going back to the gram. I can't take this shit no more.
In the proper light, but in the end, you got to pick and choose your people.
But he did low-key let us know why he was quitting. Like, fuck whatever he said just now in the news today. He's like, every time I'm in there and cash turns on the sink and I hear it, that's what it was. That's what it was. Guaranteed that's a Cash is annoying as fuck to be a roommate with. That's what it is. He can't be in that room with him no more. It's driven him bananas. It lost his dream job because Cash Patel heating up food from home in the fucking microwave, stinking up the whole motherfucker, pissing everybody off.
Wisely, and in this case, Whipple, given his background, given the book he wrote on the 2024.
If any of you little assholes ever microwave fish at work, may heaven have mercy on your soul. I don't. It's not right. It's not right. It takes days for that shit to go away. You ruined my break, which is stinky ass fish.
Campaign probably wasn't the right choice. That's the only criticism I would have.
Almost made a really mean joke.
Pick and choose the people that interview you a little better next time, because this is what you end up having to clean up on aisle 5, 16, and 24 as a result.
Well, President Trump is going to have an opportunity to paint that narrative tonight because he will be delivering a primetime address, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Hey, Mikey. I have that primetime address. Right.
Yeah, he's like screaming the whole time.
This is President Trump in prime time.
Mm-mm.
He preempted what? He preempted Survivor, the season finale of Survivor for this
Yeah,
shit?
he bumped him. Chrissy in the chat says, breaking news, Russia has deployed their intercontinental ballistic missile system, YARS, in Siberia.
Well, good for them.
Awesome. Chris.
7 months ago, I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it. When I took office, inflation was the worst in 48 years.
Not
and
true.
some would say in the history of our country.
Not true.
Which caused prices to be higher than ever before.
Did he
No,
ever...
your tariffs did that.
When he went to the Wharton School of Business in like 1930, didn't they teach him about the crash in 1929?
No.
Oh.
Their books weren't updated yet. You know, they just come out of the Depression.
Millions of Americans.
Expect them to have it in a textbook 6 months later?
Democrat administration.
Exactly.
It's when we first began hearing the word
Hold on, pause
affordability.
it. Ryan, I hope you hit subscribe if you haven't already. But we have been trying to find the answer to this question. Send this video far and wide. It is utterly baffling that the convict with all of the dirty connections, the inept crew of flunkies that he rolls around with, and everyone is like, well, not everyone, but there's still a significant enough number of people that are clapping and cheering for something that is literally not working. So it's like, did we all lose our minds after COVID, or did they all lose their minds after COVID? But something happened.
I feel like we came into COVID in one reality and like left in another. Like that's where it is. Like we're in some sort of weird mirror universe.
Allie says, "I think you might get it. Is that why I was ostracized at work? So they don't like that." Our bro Smokies, I heated up in the micro. If you put little smoked fish,
oh my god, that has to be the worst smell ever.
They're gonna send your ass to Antarctica. You better be careful.
Microwaved, preserved fish,
smoked fish.
Yeah, well, smoke is a way to preserve things.
That's what I just added it. Oh yes, Andy.
Like it's just, oh man. And what is it? Are they like sardines? Are they like anchovies?
Oh my
God, Sarah Davies got us again.
The border was open, and because of this, our country was being invaded by an army of 25 million people.
Not
true.
25
came from prisons.
That number has been going up since 2021.
First it was 11. Now it's 25.
During at the end of the campaign, I think it was 22. So he's added 3 million people.
Wow, 3 million
jails,
more
mental
people.
institutions, and insane asylums.
Hold on, pause
There were
it.
drug dealers.
What's the population of Latin America? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's, is he saying that like a third of Latin America is here? Because that would be funny and very untrue. Can you imagine if 20 million people came here on foot? The ground would just be rubble.
Just Central America is almost 200 million people.
10% of Central America came here in 1 year.
Yeah.
This man is insane.
No, he's very stupid.
Can you imagine the line if millions of people wanted to do anything?
Right.
And you had 8 lanes to go through?
Like, if it's happening like you said it happened, right? It would be, the Rio Grande would just be full of people all the time.
It would be no more water. It would be more people than water.
Can you imagine just 1 million people showing up at the border at once?
Think of like, what was Barack's inauguration? Was like 900 something thousand.
Yeah.
And it was like dozens of city blocks of just solid human mass.
Yeah.
He's saying that was every weekend.
Yeah.
This man is fucking criminally insane.
He's like, so what? New York City has like 8 million people in it. So 3 New York cities.
And no one noticed. You know, that's what's wrong with the Democrats. 3 New York's worth of people just showed up in a year.
The population of Connecticut 5 times over.
Just fucking 10 Chicagos just showed up. Like that's the other thing. Like these little small ass like border states, they don't have like established metropolitan areas. So these motherfuckers are literally on their way away from their podunk ass town. They're like, what are you doing in here? You can't live here. It's like no one wants to live here. Just going to meet my family over yonder, not staying here. Yeah, I don't want you here. They don't want to be there. You live in fucking backwoods Texas. You can keep it. They leaving. They just passing through. You good?
The Trump is saying that the population of Texas doubled.
It's a problem. That's why they had to redistrict him. It is low-key kind of funny that they redistrict and then they forgot that just rounding up every brown person you could find could kind of piss off the Latinos, which they're kind of hoping would fill out that new bracket.
Now they're like, oh, we might not get all those seats. There's a scenario where they don't win any of those seats.
That's hilarious to me. That is literally the biggest rake you could put in the yard.
If the shift is as big as it has been, like 15 to 20 points, they will not win any of those seats because those districts are so narrowly drawn in favor of them. Like they diluted their own districts. They could lose more than 5 seats. If Texas swings really hard, they're fucked.
And with what we're going to talk about for the rest of the show, I hope the screwworm gets dealt with because that is really affecting those cattle ranchers. And I mean, I guess we could just take more Argentina beef, huh?
Yeah.
We'll just give them another $20 billion, and then we'll get some more beef from them, huh? Fuck them Texas ranchers, huh?
And even 11,888 murders, more than 50% of whom killed more than one person. This is what the Biden administration.
I don't think that many people are murdered in the United States every year.
And it can never be allowed to happen again. We had men playing in women's sports, transgender for
at the border,
crime at record levels,
transgender for everybody,
enforcement, and words such as that just absolutely forbidden.
Huh?
We had the worst trade as that.
He can't read very well.
In women's sports, transgender for everybody.
Yay!
Crime at record levels with law enforcement and words such as that just absolutely forbidden.
One more time. I try to make it funny. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
For everybody.
Okay.
Crime at record levels with law enforcement and words such as that just absolutely forbidden. We had the worst trade deals ever made, and our country was laughed at from all over the world.
I don't know.
I think he's trying to communicate.
Anymore.
I don't know.
Over the past 11 months, we have brought more positive change to Washington than any administration in American history.
Pause.
There's
when Joe Biden was in there, how many National Guard people got shot in the head?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good job, dumbass. Why would you even have him there?
When Joe Biden was president, how many fighter jets did they lose in the ocean?
Look, those 6 jets had oil on the wheels, and we got most of the pieces up from the fucking Davy Jones locker. Davy Jones has 3 Hornets that he owes us.
How many felonies has Joe Biden been convicted of? Anyone?
I hope he gets convicted of a couple.
I mean, listen.
He
all of our presidents are war criminals. They all are.
He could get I could go for him getting a couple of felonies. That's cool with me.
But I mean, like currently, who among current living presidents, we'll even include a few dead ones. Who has the most felony convictions?
I mean, Clinton didn't really get no felony for perjuring himself, so it's just him. Just Papi Chulo.
Trump wins that one.
The Orange Amigo.
Our criminal president.
Right.
And his fucking grifter family.
Never been anything like it. And I think most would agree. I was elected in a landslide, winning the popular vote and all 7 swing states.
And this dude is constantly, you can't even listen to him for 5 seconds without being like, he's constantly trying to rewrite history. He won by the smallest percentage of any president in the last 30 years.
Look at.
Oh
look
man,
look at his
open
dumb
your
ass.
eyes.
Hey, tell me what the vote margin was. Open
Well,
your
it
eyes.
was less than 1%, right?
No, type in the exact number, you little smart ass. Fucking insurrectionist. What you mean 2028? He only gets 2 terms, dumbass.
Even he knows that at this point.
Right. He ain't gonna make it that long anyway.
That hat is a joke.
Where's my thing?
Yeah, go over to What You Got channel.
Everything else with a mandate to take on a sick and corrupt system that really just took the wealth from people and crushed the dreams of the American
This guy
people.
talking about taking wealth from
For the last 4
people.
years, the United States was ruled by politicians who fought only for insiders, illegal aliens,
Once again, this
career
guy.
criminals, corporate
Wasn't he a
lobbyists,
former
prisoners,
president?
terrorists, and above
Yeah,
all,
he
foreign
was.
nations
He keeps
which
forgetting
took
that he was a
advantage of
former
us at
president.
levels never seen
They
before.
never updated the
They
speeches.
flooded your cities and towns with illegal aliens. They decimated your hard-earned savings. They indoctrinated your children with hate for America. They just released a level of violent felons.
Can't stay on the prompter very
we
well.
had never seen to prey on innocent. They caused war. They caused mayhem. They caused a horrible situation.
Wait, which
all
war?
over the globe.
What war did Joe Biden start?
He started the Ukraine-Russia war in 2014 when he was president.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when Russia invaded. And it is very weird that like a lot of Republicans now act like the war started. It's like October 7th and like Israel and Palestine. Like they act like it started on the day that the news told them it did.
Right.
As if there isn't a fucking history book that says that like dude, y'all don't remember 2014 when it happened? It was during Obama and
right.
Russia and Putin invaded the Ukraine. Like we were all there. And then they're like, yeah. And then when Biden was there, it's like, how do you not remember? Did you forget? He wasn't he was the vice president.
But
as
we know from JD Vance, the vice president is worthless.
A conspiracy theorist.
Oh, but he only believes in the conspiracies that are true.
Right, of course. He knows how to tell the difference.
I think I remember Trump claiming once that Obama was president during 9/11.
And that's when Obama took us into Iraq and Afghanistan. After he freed the slaves.
But he was also in New York City when people are on the roof clapping.
Meanwhile, he said he never said that he was bragging about him having the tallest skyscraper after the towers went down. Like real sick shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Real classy fucking maneuvers.
This is sick shit.
Some fucking New Yorker. Like I lived in New York for fucking 6 months.
Yeah, no, Ali, for real. I think he did say that at least once.
Yes. And then he said, well, maybe I said that. Maybe I'm sure it happened. I'm not sure where, but I saw it.
I don't know how Trump knows where he is from minute to minute.
I got that answer. Damn, something blowing around. Remember them gold letters that they had etched onto the side of all the buildings? Haha, not gonna miss my press conference no more because it says press conference room, turn left here, Donnie, in big gold ass letters. So now he can't get lost.
We got a Twitch chat from Liberty Twitcher. It's not the illegal shooting 50 people every day in Chicago. He's delusional.
And meanwhile, Mayor Johnson, Governor Pritzker, a trillion aldermen, every fucking citizen in Illinois, we have all said, stop the fucking ghost guns coming from Indiana. They are printing them 10, 15 miles into the border on fucking 3D printers in their fucking garage or whatever. And we keep saying that these guns are coming from somewhere over there. That's from somewhere over there. And Indiana is sticking their hands in their pocket and they say, we don't see shit. So I don't know what y'all want us to do, but we have, I mean, I have my FOID card. I checked in with the state police. I'm registered. I have my firearm. I followed all the fucking rules. A lot of people are following the fucking rules, but Indiana is over there running their fucking gun casino and jackpotting all of these pistols into our area. So fucking do something about fucking Indiana. And if you live in Indiana, tell your fucking people to stop sending your bullshit across the fucking border. How about some border security that way? Get some
build
fucking
a wall around Indiana.
Yeah, fucking put some tariffs on fucking Indiana. You don't want to fucking handle your gun problem? We're gonna tariff your shit. How you like that? Don't come to fucking Navy Pier.
You have a president who fights for the law-abiding, hardworking people of our country, the ones who make this nation run, who make this nation work. And after just 1 year, we have achieved more than anyone could have imagined. Starting on day one, I took immediate action to stop the invasion of our southern border.
I already watched this, but I want you guys to remember in the back of your head, also on the first day, he released all the January 6ers. Press play.
For the past 7 months, 0 illegal aliens have been allowed into our country, a feat which everyone said was absolutely impossible.
We don't have tourists either.
Do you remember
It's also
when
a
Joe
lie.
Biden said that he needed Congress to pass legislation to help close the border? He was always blaming Congress and everyone else. As it turned out,
Separation of
we didn't need
powers. What a dick.
legislation. We just needed a new president. We inherited the worst
One that
border
can't read the
anywhere in the world,
Constitution.
and we quickly turned it into the strongest border.
We do not have the worst border anywhere in the world. Come on. There's worse borders out there.
I mean, they did let him in.
I mean, yeah, but
he might have a point.
You
They let the Drumps, or wasn't that their name before
the drums? Yeah, the drums.
They let the Drumps in here.
You're right. We do have the worst borders in the world.
In the history of our country. In other words, in a few short months,
Go back to Drum
we
Flynn.
went from worst to best. We're deporting criminals, restoring safety to our most dangerous cities.
Also deporting
Just
people
take
who
a
are
look
supposed
at
to be here and
Washington,
American
DC.
citizens.
It's at levels of safety that we've never
He's just
seen
upset
before.
that Obama still leads him in
And they
deporting
decimated
illegals.
the
Can you
bloodthirsty
pause real quick?
foreign drug cartels.
And I'm glad you said that, Liberty Twitcher, because like people act like motherfuckers just want the cartel to just like have like a 7-Eleven next to their house and just like have the, like a one-stop shop for the cartel. Like nobody wants the cartel in their shit. No one wants all these criminals. And like that is 90% of the reason why people are coming here is because they're sick of corrupt, especially in Mexico. It's like corrupt police who work with the cartels. So when the cartel threatens you or something like that, and you call the police and the police tells the cartel that you told on them, and it's like, they want regular, boring, normal shit. Justice, law. That was America's greatest strength, was our boringness and how stable we were. And now we got this asshole fucking it all up.
We did that all by ourselves with our people, and we're so proud of it because they were poisoning and destroying our population.
Yes, poisoning the blood of our country, I believe he said once.
I mean, you could just not do the drugs.
Definitely not Nazi shit at all.
Right. It's not eugenics.
Drugs brought in by ocean and by sea are now down 94%.
How the hell would you even know that?
The grip of sinister woke radicals in our schools, and control over those schools is back now in the hands of our great and loving states where education belongs. After rebuilding the United States.
I had a thought. What is the purpose of this? Why
send the education back to the States?
No, I mean the speech. Like, why did he preempt primetime television to give us a campaign speech?
This is a distraction.
Ah. Because, like, he's not saying anything that he's never said before.
It was literally to interrupt the show, I think, just because it was their finale. He's just being a hater.
Fans out there.
Yeah, he's hating on this. Oh, Survivor fans like our Democrats? Shit. Well, I need to reread the emails that I sent last week. That's what today's staff meeting is going to be. This is for Monday.
Straight up, I would be upset if he like preempted like Hell's Kitchen or something. I would be like, what the fuck?
Yo, wait till he does it for the Super Bowl. I just want to remind you guys that I was gonna be an NFL owner, but they colluded against me.
Depends on who makes it to the Super Bowl, I guess.
Taylor Swift is not a touchdown.
Oh, the
She's
Chiefs have been eliminated from the playoffs. They will not be in the Super Bowl.
I stopped watching.
Oh, well.
After they did my boy Kaepernick dirty, I said, fuck you, NFL.
Patrick Mahomes ruined his knee in the last game. He will not be back.
I mean, that's why you got 2 knees, Tim.
He's only got one now.
States military in my first term. And
had
with the
to.
addition we are adding right now, we have the most powerful military anywhere in the world, and it's not even close.
Oh, duh.
That
We've
has
had it
been
for
true.
100 years.
Yeah, that has been true since like 1942 or some shit like that. Like, come on, bro. That's not new.
No, duh.
We
no
spend
thanks, no thanks to you, fucking draft dodger.
Yeah, right. We spend more on our military than most countries have in GDP. So
He should know about spending money on that shit. He spent more than most people's militaries on fucking ice.
it's true.
Damn near $1 trillion
Restored
on
American
ice.
strength, settled 8 wars in 10 months, destroyed the
Didn't do any of
Iran
that.
nuclear
Cap.
threat,
Didn't do
and
any of
ended
that.
the war in Gaza, bringing for the first time in 3,000 years peace to the Middle East.
3,000 years.
Hold on. Hold the
3,000. Yo, some of the people who love Trump don't even believe the earth is that old. So
That is true.
3,000 years.
Look,
That's
they've been raging
That's before Jesus.
1,000 years before the prophecy was fulfilled. The war began.
Like,
Did he?
I feel like that's wrong.
Did he bring up that Israel's violated the ceasefire over 400 times?
Nope.
And that
Insecure.
it's winter over there and people are still in tents and they're still drone coptering people.
Yeah, I don't think that's peace. I don't think they're
A newborn just froze to death last night.
Yeah, so I don't think
So,
that's
yeah,
peace.
great job settling the peace.
Yeah.
It's really settled. They're just dying slower. Good job, peaceful
Mikey,
guy.
it's just why he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, and if not, he'll just fucking whine and complain until another fucking sports committee makes him his own fucking
my
medal
God.
so we can have his fucking participation trophy and then
What if-
snatch it out of their hand and rip it onto his neck.
What if at the Super Bowl during halftime he gets the Super Bowl, he gets the NFL Peace Prize?
And Bad Bunny's gonna give it to him.
Oh my God.
Senor Presidente. And he goes, and everyone, like the heads exploding all throughout the audience. It looks like fucking season 3 of The Boys. Spoiler alert, my bad.
And then Kendrick comes out and says, Trump, I hear you like him young.
Yeah. Kendrick drops a new remix to Not Like Us, and it's all about Trump. It goes so hard. Bad Bunny is on the hook.
The release of the hostages, both living and dead. Here at home, we're bringing our economy back from the brink of ruin. The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars.
Oh, wait,
driving up
pause.
prices and
Pause.
everything.
That was him.
This is a real concern I have. Have we checked Fort Knox recently? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. He was talking about during the campaign about how he was going to go visit Fort Knox, and then he did. And he took fucking Elon with him, and he hasn't fucking said anything else about it. That is not like him.
And do you remember the former Secretary of the Treasury? The guy who was the film producer? God, what the fuck was his name? That dude was obsessed with Fort Knox. He went there, he took pictures of him holding one of the gold bars. Like, yeah, we should actually check and make sure that it's all still there.
Okay, let me see. Okay. I see. Okay, here we go.
He's one of the Trump administrators that made it all the way through. Because nobody gave a shit about him.
Okay.
He's got a lot of producer credits in movies. He's a Hollywood guy.
Steve Mnuchin?
Steve Mnuchin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mnuchin was obsessed with Fort Knox.
After Mnuchin, there was Andy Bacall, Janet Yellen, and David Lebrick.
Oh, that's right. There were a few of them. Mnuchin made it far, though. He didn't have any scandals. He just kind of was like, I'm done.
February 13th, 2017 to January 20th, 2021.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He made it all the way to the end of Trump's term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was one of the only guys that was scandal free. He was a creep, but
yeah, he's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Thing at levels never seen before. I am bringing those high prices down and bringing them down very fast.
Why are the prices high?
Let's look at the facts. Under the Biden administration, car prices rose 22%.
Pause.
And in many states,
we came with a graph?
Pause. Wait a minute.
Hotel rates.
Biden price increase, Trump price decrease so far.
This is hilarious. Trump found like the 5 things that have decreased, not by his fucking involvement. Look at this. New and used cars down 0.05%.
Who brags about 0.5%?
By the way, that's used cars only, because new cars are up whatever the tariffs are, at least 10%.
Minimum.
Gasoline's not down because of anything Trump did. Gasoline's down because there's less people using gasoline, and OPEC ramped up their production.
Well, that's why propane is down because of him.
Right. Hotel rates, that has nothing to do with Trump.
Airfare is low because we don't have any fucking tourists.
Sports event ticketing is a fucking lie. That one's a lie.
Yeah, that one, that there is in no sport have the tickets gotten cheaper over the last year. No sport.
I saw a thing a couple weeks ago that WWE's prices have tripled in the last 4 years. The average price for the cheapest ticket is $80. It used to be $25 to go see a fucking wrestling show.
Do they think that people who have $80 for an afternoon are the same people that are wrestling fans?
It's not true.
Wrestling fans are of a certain socioeconomic level.
Well, unless
they're Walmart people, they're liquid cheese people.
Unless you got Saudi oil money, and then you can buy WrestleMania and you can buy the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is going to be in Saudi Arabia this year, and next year WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia. So the Saudis basically own WWE.
But Zoran's bad.
Got it.
30% or more. Gasoline rose 30 to 50%. Hotel.
If I remember correctly, there was a time during Biden's presidency where gasoline was at like an all-time low.
Yes, that is when he used the lower prices to replenish our fuel reserves.
Yes. Let's look at this.
So we actually, because when everything was getting crazy, we actually used our fuel reserves, which everyone usually just sits on, to alleviate the demand curve. We used our backups. It got us through the thing, and then because gas was still cheap, we actually refilled the backup for a lower price than it cost us to get it in there initially. So, yes, we did a good thing on the gas. Gas was low.
So, here, I'll share this for a second.
And also, I'm pretty sure he's putting everything bad from COVID in that thing, and then adding the normalization afterwards as his shit.
So, Joe Biden became president in January 2021. The price of gasoline was just over. This is reformulated gasoline before any of the taxes are added, because there's federal taxes and there's state taxes.
City tax.
So gasoline was about $2.15.
Is that okay?
There was a spike at $4 in July of 2022. And then it went all the way back down by the time Trump became president to $2 again. So Trump's only counting the worst part.
No, it was like that the whole time. Look at that chart. See how that little part of the chart there goes up really high? Actually, the whole chart is up there. You're just reading it wrong. Everything is at that top value all the way across.
So this is a case of using numbers to mislead people.
And also, you can tell he's misleading people because there's no fucking dates.
Yeah, there are no dates.
There's no metrics. There's no legend. There's no way to accurately read this, and it's that way on purpose. So he can show people this bullshit ass chart, and they'll be like, "Oh, I saw a chart, and it said that. See, the red means it went down." Like, people are fucking stupid. Like, you need to understand that there's no dates on this. This information is made up, unless they want to tell you how they came to the fucking conclusion. But I don't think he's even equipped to do that.
Oh boy.
Rates rose 37%. Airfares rose 31%. Now under our leadership, they are all coming down and coming down fast. Democrat politicians also said.
Ooh, you got some food prices here. Lies. These are all lies. Pasta and rice is no. That's a lie. Pork. I know for a fact that the price of pork has continued to rise. I owned a food truck. We sold a lot of bacon throughout the Trump and Biden presidencies, and that's not true. Why breakfast sausage? That's a very specific thing.
Because he's just going through UPCs.
Oh, ham. Chicken has not come down in price. That's a lie. Eggs, 106%. I mean, eggs were pretty expensive, but it wasn't Biden's fault. It was the bird flu. It was the way that we produce our eggs.
No, I'm pretty sure Biden sneezed on that bird.
Now, the eggs is the only one that's kind of true because the prices have retreated a little bit. You could tell. But Trump was like, I remember JD Vance going into a fucking grocery store.
Hey, how long have you worked here?
Pretending to not know how the price.
How long
of
have you
eggs
worked
was.
here?
He's like, these eggs are $5 a dozen, while behind him it said they were $3 a dozen.
Yeah, it said $3.99 on sale right on the fucking sign. He's like, $5 is what this costs. It's like, it's on sale. It says right there, it's on sale.
It's right there.
You don't have to pay that much. They're gonna give you change when you're done.
Ice cream is made from eggs, so I don't know how that doesn't correlate there.
Egg cream,
fresh fruit, butter. This is all bullshit.
The only thing coming down faster is Polar. Hi-oh. Sarah.
Oh, damn. Sarah's savage.
The cost of groceries soaring, but we are solving that too. The price of a Thanksgiving turkey was down 33% compared.
It was exactly the same as it was last year.
Pause.
The price of.
So what he's talking about, for all of you who didn't see his Thanksgiving spectacular arama, he's so full of shit. So Walmart does these pre-packaged Thanksgiving dinner meals. They've been doing it for forever. They had to lower the quality and the quantity of the ingredients in the meal. So instead of like Nabisco crackers and like name brand stuff, they gave or Ocean Spray cranberry sauce or something like that. You got great value, motherfucker. You got Walmart. So it was full of generics. And and they had to do that to lower the price because they didn't think anybody was going to be able to afford it. These motherfuckers are acting like it's the same exact package, and just because of them and how great they are, the price went down. It's like, no, motherfucker, we don't even have the quality meal no more. Instead of a number one or a Happy Meal with a toy, we got the half-eaten part of somebody else's Happy Meal and 2 rubber bands from the post office. Like, we didn't get no toys in this motherfucker. Oh, gee. Oh, my God. No.
No. So the average price of a turkey in 2024 per pound was 94 cents. The average price of a turkey per pound in 2025 was $1.35.
He just makes shit up. It's up 40%. And he says it's down 30%.
Yeah.
Like he just lies about. Oh, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some fucking some good news with the medicine here. I bet we're all about to be rich.
Oh yeah.
Eggs is down 82% since March, and everything else is falling.
Wait,
rapidly.
that doesn't align with his own graph.
Is down 82%.
82%. Where is that on his graph?
Tim, subtract 15.4 from 106, and I'm pretty sure you'll find that it's 80.
Those numbers don't mean the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It's on the chart next to it. It has to.
Since March, and everything else is falling rapidly, and it's not done yet. But boy, are
Your
we making
401k.
You can believe what's going on.
It'll
Here
go
are
down
just some of
rapidly.
the efforts that we have underway, you will see in your wallets and bank accounts in the new year, after years of record-setting falling incomes.
Oh, what is this? Wage? Real-time wages.
And what does it say?
Okay, so we have a graph here. Once again, there's no dates involved. But
Right.
this is Biden decline in real wages total, and then instead of giving a Trump total, which would be analogous, they broke it down by sector here because they don't want to actually show the real number. And factory worker, their real wages have gone up 1,300. All private sector. Oh, okay. So this is all private sector, and then a breakdown by industry. Okay, so all private sector. What Trump is not accounting for here is inflation. So
right,
and it look the mining. How many miners are there left in the fucking country?
I can tell you this right now. He's not going to replace all of the migrants and all of the other spots and slots that are empty. All the people in data centers are not going to fucking mines.
They was a why.
Oh. You know, you think you can trust somebody. I mean, we even had him on the network, and this is what he does to us.
God damn it. I wonder, Mikey, if
Oh my Billy.
The puns. I wonder what would happen if you put farmers' wages on that graphic.
You know, Tim, I knew you were going to bring that up. If you look at the chart, there's not enough space. I mean, unless you want us to take out the fucking what does that say? What's the third one?
Oh, it's a factory worker, construction, and mining.
Oh, you want us to just take construction off the chart then? You don't think the construction workers deserve to be on the chart? That's what I would say.
I mean, so these seem all higher than the average, which is, I assume, all private sector. So what is driving down those wages? I mean, that's a question. Which sector is driving down those wages? Because these are all higher than the average. So what sector is driving down? Which sector has negative wages?
Well, they don't have negative wages anymore, Tim, because those employees have been fired.
Take-home pay at a historic pace. Under Biden, real wages plummeted by $3,000. Under Trump, the typical factory worker has seen a wage increase of $1,300. For construction
to cover
workers,
the tariffs
it's
they have to pay.
$1,800.
So
for miners, we're bringing back clean, beautiful coal. It's $3,300. And for the first time in years, wages
$3 a day
are rising much faster than inflation.
That's not
Remember
true.
That.
Boy.
The wages, just look at it. Wages are going up much faster than inflation. How big
Hold
is
on,
that?
pause it. That's
Very
what.
important.
So you can always tell who writes which part of the speech. That's Scott Bessent writing that part because he's
a soybean farmer.
Oh, you're right. Soybean farmer Scott Bessent, backup job, Secretary of the Treasury. It is so fucking dangerous for people to risk and gamble so big, because that's what this is. They're gambling. And he's like, well, I know that we're going to fucking drive inflation through the fucking roof with these tariffs, but we'll be making, we'll be able to do other stuff, and it'll be okay, and it'll balance out. And the employers, they're going to raise the wages. By what mechanism do you think that you're going to get Walmart and Amazon and Target to start paying their people more?
Yeah.
If there was a lever that could be pressed, don't you think Obama and Biden would have done it to force these big corporations, these big right-wing corporations, to pay these people more money? If there was a button, they would have pushed it. You can't force these motherfuckers to pay these people more. They're not gonna.
So
why would they?
I found a chart here. Real wages in July 2025, which is the newest data they have. July 2025, wage change from previous year is 4.2% up, and annual inflation was 2.7% up. So wages are rising faster than inflation, but only by like a point.
For now.
And we've been reporting on the job losses that have occurred over the last year. 1 million jobs have left the economy in the last year. So wages are higher because there are fewer jobs, and you can and people can demand a little bit higher wage. But that's not sustainable.
Because the people left are working multiple jobs. And that's the other thing that I can't stand is like, fuck all of this, like take home pay and all that. What is the median wage? That's what's important, because I don't care if you have a bunch of people that are employed, but they're making $11 an hour. $11 an hour doesn't earn you anything. Like, you couldn't even rent a room in somebody's house. Like, it's just not enough. It's not a livable wage. So the fact that we're allowing companies and corporations to pay people amounts of money that are essentially useless, and then we have to supplement their pay. Like, why are we supplementing 40% of Walmart's employees with SNAP when Walmart could just pay their fucking people? I mean, give them all a $10 fucking raise. I bet you they'll get their ass off SNAP. I bet motherfuckers would stop complaining about people being on SNAP if these corporations would pay their goddamn employees. It's not my job as a taxpayer to fucking feed everybody. It's their job.
Well, the other thing here is that, inflation has a cumulative effect. It's not just, the rate of inflation has been like flat 2.7% over time. It's 2.7 over 2.7 over 2.7. Like, it keeps increasing every month. That's what the number means. So
it's increased by
right. It's increased by 23% since 2022, since the pandemic. So wages have not actually kept up with that. Wages are higher. But they have not kept up with the cumulative effect of inflation over time. Scott Bessent doesn't know how economics work, is what I'm saying.
Tim, when we take over the White House, we're gonna push through Congress. All Congress people will be paid the median wage of their constituents. You want more money? Yep. Get more money for your fucking district. That's how you're going to get paid. You get from the government what they get.
There's not
a fucking dime more.
There's going to be like 6 really wealthy Congress people, and everyone else is going to be poor.
That's right. And that's how it should be. Let the poor people vote.
Importantly, there are more people working today than at any time in American history.
Not true.
100% of all
we literally
jobs
had more people working 2 months ago.
Have been in the private sector. Think of that. 100% of all jobs have been in the private sector rather than government, which is the only way to make
500,000 people
powerful and great. This historic trend will continue. Already, I've secured a record-breaking $18 trillion of investment into the United States, which means
Please look up the GDP for Saudi Arabia and the UAE, because that's who he's saying that is giving us all of this money. What do you say? 14 trillion, y'all. Keep that number in your mind.
Yeah,
14 trillion.
The UAE's GDP is $500 billion.
You know, so they're gonna give us 7 years worth of fucking all of their money. 7 years they're gonna give us.
Saudi Arabia's GDP is $1.2 trillion.
And they're gonna do it for 10 years. Like, I wish people would just do simple fucking fact checking on this shit. He is such a crooked, dirty motherfucking liar, because people do not know that they're not going to get $14 trillion in investment, because they don't know that those countries don't have that money.
This just in, Mikey, breaking news. The Kennedy Center has been renamed the Trump Kennedy Center.
No, I don't care.
Jobs, wage increases, growth, factory openings, and far greater national security. Much of this success has been accomplished by tariffs. My favorite word, tariffs.
The word he doesn't fucking understand.
Have been used successfully by other countries against us, but not anymore. Companies know that if they build in America, there are no tariffs. And that's why they're coming home to the USA in record numbers. They're building.
Yes, the fuck there will be. If you have any building materials that come from outside of the country, like big chunks of lead or plastic or screws from China or Mexico or something like that, if you need any of that for your product, you will be feeling the fucking tariffs. If he fucking knew what they goddamn were, we wouldn't be dealing with this shit. But no one will walk up to this big glob of stupid and tell him, you don't understand what tariff means. You have the definition wrong and you're dumb as fuck. You're really stupid. Every time you get out there and say something about tariffs, you just sound really stupid because you have it actually backwards. Literally the 180 of the definition.
Hey, Mikey, I found the newest inflation data that was released today from November.
Holy shit.
And I would like to compare those numbers to the numbers on Trump's graph.
Oh. You want me to screenshot it?
Here, no,
Here, you got it.
I got it. Is that bigger? There we go. Okay, so we have uncooked beef roast up 20%. Coffee 18. This is year-over-year pricing. Coffee,
Jesus,
18.8%. Ground beef, 15%. Let's see. Frozen seafood, 12%. Candy and chewing gum, 10%. Lettuce, 5%. Cookies. What else we got down here? Oh, food from vending machines, which is a weird one, but 5%. Full service restaurants.
Can you say that yellow one right there on the top? That the yellow category. Can you say that first one?
Oh, energy. Fuel oil. So this is home heating oil, I assume. 11% up.
And then how about the natural gas?
9%.
And the electricity is up 7%.
So
that's always the cheapest bills in my house is the utilities. They're always way less than my groceries. So I can totally take, 10% here, 12% there, 15% on coffee, 20% on beef.
These are things that are mysteriously missing from Trump's little fucking graph here.
It's right. I told you earlier, the chart is not infinitely long. Okay, it can't fit every single thing that you want on the chart.
Oh, this will be fun for the upcoming tax season. Tax return preparation and accounting fees, 10% up.
Because they got rid of direct. They got rid of direct e-files. So what do you know? They raised the price by 10% just in time for them to get rid of the program. They'll let you do it for free straight to the IRS.
Yeah.
Conveniently unfortunate.
So
was that first CPI down there?
Yeah, this is the first CPI report since the shutdown ended. Let's see, is there? Oh, here's the inflation index, the consumer price index. You can see where COVID happened.
It is apparent.
Now, granted, the inflation has gone down a little, but it ain't down that much.
Yeah, they're worried about stagflation now because we ain't making no new jobs.
Right. And then this is the consumer price index. So prices rose overall 0.2%.
Which is down.
Yeah.
0.2 is not even 1. I round down, Tim.
Yeah.
So that's a 0. That's negative.
Oh, is there any other charts here? Slowing inflation doesn't mean affordability. Declining inflation doesn't mean the same thing as falling prices. Some people apparently don't fucking know that.
They do not.
Inflation measures the rate of price changes, while affordability is more about actual price levels. So when anyone talks about inflation and they mention, oh, inflation went down or whatever, they're not talking about prices went down, just the rate of inflation went down. So if we go back to the little graph here showing the rate of inflation, the consumer price index, these are still prices rising no matter what.
No, that's Joe Biden.
Prices still rose in November 2.7% on average overall. They did not decrease.
Nope. They did.
If they decreased, the chart would have been
more spiky
through the floor. Because the floor is 0. Beneath the floor is deflation. That's prices going down.
Yeah, that's what he wants. Deflation. It'll be good. It'll be good, Tim, because you guys wanted low prices. That's why I brought in foreign beef to deflate the prices of the beef. You see? And also, I'm going to ruin those farmers' ranches simultaneously.
The beef prices are fucking crazy. Look at this.
Fucking
Look at this.
Fucking screwworm, dude.
22% for beef roast. The cheapest cut of the meats.
Even ground beef's up 15%. That's not nothing.
Right. That's crazy. This fucking guy over here thinks it's all good.
It's lower because he said it's lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
The most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped 12 different bills up into one beautiful bill. That includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. These cuts,
it was already like that.
Generally, there is, my wife told me this, she's an accountant. Generally, there is no tax on Social Security. It's any money you make outside of Social Security that gets taxed.
Well, now it's going to be because of him.
Yeah.
Be saving between $11,000 and $20,000 a year. And next spring is projected to be the largest tax refund season of all time.
Oh,
for the wealthy.
I bet it will be. I bet it will be. I bet you Elon is going to get a fat refund now that you fired 30% of the IRS.
Yeah, man. Good luck to everyone out there. Good fucking luck if you have to file tax returns in America. Jesus.
No, we did. Hey, you saw the other chart where you had all those private sector jobs. Those were the IRS agents.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
Because of tariffs, along with the just passed One Big Beautiful Bill, tonight I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000.
Let's go back.
How many numbers do you have? Where's the comma
I
at?
am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call Warrior Dividend before Christmas, a Warrior Dividend. In honor of our nation's founding in 1776, we are sending every soldier 1,000.
Should be 17 It should be $1,781, actually, Trump. The nation wasn't founded until then.
You do that.
$776. Think of that. And the checks are already on the way. Nobody understood that.
Don't
one
spend those
until
checks
about
if they
30
come to you.
minutes ago.
Yeah, do not.
Because they're going to be asking for that money back. So don't even touch it. Cancel that check and stop payment on that check.
This is once again Trump trying to curry the favor of the military. Notice we're all not getting that check.
Right.
It's just service members. And by the way, they deserve pay raises and all that stuff. However, Trump is doing this with an ulterior motive. He wants their loyalty.
Well, look, I gave you some of the tariff money that I stole from everybody.
Yeah. He wants the military's loyalty in case shit goes down.
Well, he ain't got Costco's loyalty because they want their money back. They are adamant.
We made a lot more money than anybody thought because of tariffs, and the
You made
bill
less
helped
money
us
than
along.
you thought.
Nobody
You
deserves
didn't
it
make
more
any
than
money.
our
You collected
military,
money
and I
from
say
Americans.
congratulations to everybody. And by the way, we now have record enlistment in our military. And last year we had among the worst recruitment numbers in our military's history. What a difference a year makes. In addition, I'm doing what no politician of either party has ever done. Standing up to the special interests to dramatically reduce the price of prescription drugs. I negotiated directly with the drug companies and foreign nations, which were taking advantage of our country for many decades, to slash prices on drugs and pharmaceuticals by as much as 400, 500, and even 600%.
So I know this is a lie. Because
it's not.
I recently bought prescription drugs and they didn't hand me money.
They should be giving you a large brown bag with a $sign painted on the side. Here's your inhaler and $700.
I went to the pharmacist and I was like, I would like to fill my prescription. And the pharmacist said, okay, it'll be this much money.
Cash or card?
Yeah. And I said, wait. The president said they were down 500%.
Not in
You're
here.
supposed to give me 5 times what I'm giving you.
And I get the medicine. That's the best part.
Trump lied. He lied to me.
Yes.
In other words, your drug costs will be plummeting downward. And I used the threat of tariffs to get foreign countries who would never have done it to pay the cost of this giant
thank you for
dollar
saying
reduction.
that on camera.
They stopped ripping us off.
It'll
And
go
it
great in
began
court.
As of 4 days ago, there has never been anything like this in the history of our country. Drugs have only gone up, but now they'll be going down by numbers
pause.
never.
Oh, we're just telling on Elon now? You want to talk? Elon just found them drugs underneath the bottom of a rainbow or some shit. I know one motherfucker who got a drug dealer right now.
Yep.
Probably several.
Hey, we haven't seen Elon in a while. He might be on a bender somewhere, man.
I'm just saying. You trying to, and then also, why did you pardon the Honduran former president who shipped 40 million tons?
Mikey, they were just friends. Yeah, no. Here's what happened is he saw what happened to that guy and he's like, I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm going to pardon him because like maybe he'll pardon me down the road.
Or like when he pardoned the guy who fucking set up the Silk Road, that fucking online crypto purchase anything on the internet place. Yeah, his mommy went up to Trump at a fucking golf thing and gave him $1 million so she fucking she secured a fucking pardon for him. So he's back out on the streets. Who knows what the fuck he's up to? It's probably setting up another one.
And Kay's right. The no tax on overtime is a deduction. You have to claim all your tips.
Yep.
And you have to make sure that you claim all your overtime properly. And it's only up to $10,000 in overtime. So if you make more than $10,000 in overtime, you're going to get taxed on it.
No tax on tips.
And it phases out at income threshold. So like it's not what it seems to be. It's very showy, but it's kind of not a lot.
I'm going to keep my money, Tim. instead of giving it to you.
And the tax on tips, you have to like claim all your tips, which means that you will get taxed on all those tips and then a deduction.
Which is not better.
Yeah, it's not better.
Which is much worse.
Received possible. It's called Most Favored Nation, and no president has ever had the courage or ability to get this done until now. The first of these unprecedented price reductions will be available starting in January through a new website, TrumpRx.gov. And these big
I'm not taking those
pills.
pills.
Reduce the cost of health care.
Nope.
I'm also taking on the gigantic health insurance companies.
Hell no.
Laced with everything.
Rich on billions of dollars of money that should go directly to the people. The money should go to the people. That's you. So they can.
Then why don't you pay your taxes, Mr. 650, in 3 years?
Far better benefits at much lower cost. It will be far better health
Trump,
insurance.
that's not how it works.
The current Unaffordable Care Act was created to make insurance companies rich. It was bad health care at much too high a cost.
Still,
and you see
this
that
isn't
now
helping.
in the steep increase in premiums.
This is making it worse.
Demanded by the
no one except the grotesquely wealthy pays doctors directly with no health insurance.
Tim, when I break my leg, I just pull out my card.
Be like, fix it.
I just pull out my black card, slam it on the freaking gurney. The gurney breaks because it's very heavy. And then I just have them, patch me up. And then I just pay them that day. Are you talking about like you can't afford $60,000 one day?
When I go to the doctor, I just pull out a money clip and I say, hey, doc, how much?
And this is like when fucking Trump was talking about fucking grocery shopping and shit like that. Like you can tell when there's like normal people shit that he tries to make a reference to that he has no idea how it actually works. Just well, when I take a marijuana with my friends. It's like, what the fuck?
I love how he thinks that you need ID every time you go shopping for groceries.
Well, for grapes, you got to have an ID. Fucking guy.
Democrats, and they are demanding those increases, and it's their fault. It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault.
The Democrats are asking for higher.
Act, and everybody.
Oh my God.
Again, I want the money to go directly to the people so you can buy your own health care.
What money?
Much better.
Right. What money?
Much.
By the way, if Trump is going to pay my health premiums for me, which is, I think, what he's suggesting.
That's what he's saying right now, but I know that's not what he means.
Right. So, like, if I were to get insurance through the ACA market and say it's like $500 a month, because I know it's $500 a month, Trump says he's just going to give me the money to pay that.
No, you should just have the money.
I should just, but what? How am I going to get the money?
You should just have the money.
But
it would be better if you just had the money, I think.
But see, the whole program, I get that it was written by the insurance companies. I understand that.
No, they had nothing to do with this.
The whole program was designed so that the government gave block grants to the states so they could subsidize the health insurance markets to make the health insurance cheaper. And so is he going to give me the block grant instead?
No. He's going to keep that, actually. Like he's going to keep the tariff money, just like he's going to keep the Medicaid money. Like, look, okay, you got me.
I guess my question is, when do I get money?
You don't.
But why not?
Because I'm keeping your subsidy. And that's it.
Just don't. He wants the money to go to the people, but there's actually no money to go to anyone.
Are you trying to say he's not people?
No, I'm absolutely saying he's not people.
He thinks he's people. That's why he's saying the money's going to the people. If
he was people, he wouldn't have preempted the season finale of Survivor.
Now I'll never know who got voted off the island.
Lower price. The only losers will be insurance companies that have gotten rich.
See, my problem is I'm with Trump on taking down the health insurance industry. I'm with him on it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're totally upset, even though all of the legislation has been signing them up for the biggest windfall ever. Yeah, I'm sure him saying this now is not a misdirect.
I
Like,
know.
these motherfuckers are about to fucking fill their pockets, along with the fucking wellness, the wellness folk with their fucking woo and bullshit, and they're gonna be selling crystals and candles and fucking gongs and shit, divining rods.
I just when he says those things, I'm like, oh, I'm with him, but I know he's not really with me. Like,
I wish he knew what he was talking about, because then if he said it and he knew what he was talking about, that would have been great.
Yeah.
But he clearly doesn't know what the words mean that he's saying. And that's just sad.
And the Democrat Party, which is totally controlled by those same insurance companies.
They all are. They all
will not be
are.
happy, but that's
All of
okay
them.
with me, because you, the people, are finally going to be getting great health care at a lower cost. Another
From
major
who?
Once again, is he talking about a single payer option, government health care? I'm with him if he says those things.
Look, we have concepts of a plan, Tim. I don't know why y'all rush everything. You rush. 10 years y'all have been rushing this man to have some plan, some idea to change the current medical system into something different. He's since 2015. Since he came down the escalator, he's been bluffing that he had the best plan and it's coming in 2 weeks. And then the 2 weeks passed, and then it was 2 terms. I'll tell you in 2 terms. Like, he's just never going to tell us. He's never going to do it, because after you win the beauty contest, there's the talent portion. And he has no talent. Like, dude, you won the job. The job is terrible. It is horrible. It is so overly complicated, and there's so much bureaucracy and handshaking and bullshitting and all. You signed up for it, dumbass. If you wanted to just be king, you should have just fucking moved out to Oregon with the rest of these fucking white nationalists, and they would have made you a little king out there.
Yeah.
But you went for the president of the United States. You got to have, what are you going to do about healthcare? It's like, I don't know, just pay for it. That's a fucking dumb plan, dude. If they could pay for it, they wouldn't be fucking talking to you.
The focus is the cost of energy. For years, the radical left Democrats exploited the green energy scam as an excuse to funnel many billions of dollars into their own massive slush funds, as their energy restrictions drastically drove up prices, and they drove them up at record levels. Electricity costs surged 30 to 100% under Biden.
100 in Texas, maybe.
Texas got their own grid and their own problems. Some days there's power, some days there's not.
$5,000 to $10,000 in higher energy costs. Think of that, $5,000 to $10,000 you lost. On day one, I declared a national energy emergency. Gasoline is now under $2.50 a gallon in much of the country. In some states,
not.
it, by the way,
Oh my God! Hold on.
He just lies unapologetically.
It
just
just
says
went-
shit that ain't true.
It just went under $3. Yeah, what's the national average for gas prices? The national average is $2.94 as of today.
That's not true.
Today, they put the number out every day. Oh, I'm sorry. $2.90. Yesterday was $2.94. Under $2.50, huh, Trump?
they just hit $1.99 a gallon, and within the next the way just hit $1.99 a gallon.
You don't have to fact check it, because here's the thing. The gas might be that cheap in some podunk ass town that is like, all the jobs are leaving, all that. They might have some cheap gas. They might, because everyone's leaving. Like, that's not a good thing.
No.
In the way that he's describing it, you don't want like things that should be going up with inflation and matching the market. You don't want random products that should be increasing in price and matching all of this stuff just falling off the map. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
And within the next 12 months, we will have opened 1,600 new electrical generating plants, a record, and it's a record that won't be beaten by
You need those plants
I
for
would
all
say
the
by
fucking
anybody. Well, certainly not
AI
very soon.
server
Prices
banks that you're
on
fucking putting
electricity
up.
and everything else will fall
You mean
dramatically.
coal?
the Democrat inflation disaster, again, the worst in the history of our country, also robbed millions of Americans of home ownership and indeed the American dream. The yearly cost of a typical new mortgage increased by $15,000 under Democrat rule.
This is a lie. I know it's a lie because I bought a house under the Trump presidency.
It's almost like he opened up all of this private equity funding, and a bunch of private equity firms bought up all the single family homes to rent them to people and turn them into Airbnbs. I wonder under whose awesome tax plan they started kicking these little shindigs off. I wonder who that was.
So this is, there's no data for this. There's no, they're not citing any sources. There's no data, nothing.
No dates.
No dates, nothing. This is just a graph with two numbers on it that don't mean anything.
Well, it means something to him. Okay.
The interest on my mortgage is through the fucking roof.
Right.
And the price of the house was through the fucking roof. So I know this is a lie because I'm living it.
We went to go purchase, and then they wanted, I mean, it was a tiny house, but they still wanted $250,000, and then the interest rate was going to be almost 7%. What the fuck? On a tiny ass house? Like, I'm not paying 7% on a fucking little ass house. That's stupid. It better be my fucking dream house if I'm paying 7%.
Boy. This guy is a
11
real
months,
problem.
we've already gotten that annual cost down by $3,000, and it's coming down a lot lower. Wait till you see.
How did you do that?
The numbers are going to be shocking, and I'll
How'd
soon
you do
announce our next chairman of the Federal Reserve,
information.
someone who believes in lower interest rates by a lot, and mortgage payments will be coming down even
Jerome ain't
further
going nowhere.
early the new year.
Ain't going
and you will
nowhere.
see this in the new year. I will announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in American history.
Oh boy, I can't
A
wait.
major factor
I can't
driving up
fucking
housing
wait.
costs
Shanty
was the
towns.
colossal border invasion.
50-year
We have
mortgages.
never been invaded. This is the worst thing that, frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing that the Biden administration did to our country is the invasion at the border.
Didn't
The
we
last
start with this?
administration and their allies in Congress
He's
brought
doing the
in
weave.
millions and millions
The
of
weave.
migrants and gave them taxpayer-funded housing while your rent and housing costs skyrocketed. Over 60% of growth
From
in
your
the rental
friends.
market came from foreign
Hold on,
migrants.
pause it. And how
At
come
the
he don't
same
yell at
time,
Abbott?
illegal-
He don't say nothing about Abbott.
No.
Abbott's spending all of Texas's little money up, busting people all over the country. He bust them up here to Chicago. He bust them to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh yeah, he flew him to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
Private.
Portland. Like he was busting hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars he's spending on it.
Yeah.
You ain't said shit to him.
And Trump is saying that 60% of the rise in rental costs is because of migrants.
Hey. Remember they said Kilmar Abrego Garcia was human trafficking?
Yeah. I mean, didn't
Abbott
DeSantis...
Abbott took all them people from the border, and he knew damn well they was undocumented. He purchased a coach rented a coach for them and transported them all over the country
across state lines.
I think that's a federal offense. I mean, he might have to go up. He might have to sit in the pokey. I mean, that's illegal.
And they lied to them about where they were going.
Entrapment.
That is human
Kidnapping.
trafficking.
Yeah, he kidnapped them.
Yeah, him and DeSantis. DeSantis did it too.
That's true. So I'm gonna need Trump to go ahead and get another prompter rolling, because you need to go prosecute your best friends.
K is correct.
Hell yeah.
Aliens stole American jobs and flooded emergency rooms, getting free health care and education paid for by you, the American taxpayer. They also
not you, you no tax-paying bitch.
Enforcement by numbers so high
you tax
that they
cheat.
are not even to be mentioned.
The bin pays more
For
taxes.
the first time in 50 years, we are now seeing reverse migration as migrants go back home.
No, you're seeing
leaving more
Americans
housing
try
and
to
more
leave
jobs for
America.
Americans. In the year before.
Here's what other countries see, right? Ireland has seen a 200% increase in Americans applying for their citizenship since Trump took office.
That's a coincidence.
There is going to be there is an exodus happening of this country of people who don't want to be here anymore. I frankly want to be one of them.
Yeah, because there's one thing, like I do believe in not giving up the ship and not leaving the nukes to the white supremacists. But I also have a daughter, and I need her to be able to go to a school where the kids aren't going to be filled with fucking viruses and all kinds of shit, or maybe just getting like Gatling gunned on the fucking playground because dumbass has decided to stay president for 1,000 years and release all the regulations on everything. So there might be just cannon fire, just through the schoolyard by that time. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Not when I could just deal with racists in Japan.
And
they don't even have guns over there. I feel like I could take them.
And we've covered on the show numerous times about how tourism has plummeted.
Oh, it's gone. Canada alone has crippled Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas is in a bad way right now.
And also the American tariffs have ruined the American whiskey industry.
Yeah.
And international whiskey industries.
My election, all net creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants.
This graph is
Since
a fucking lie.
Office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens. 100%.
Wait,
is that the most racist graph I've ever seen?
Wait. What do you mean only American-born people have gotten jobs? There's no one on a visa right now in the country.
Right.
There's
what
zero,
about those K visas?
There's 0 visas in the whole country. Even Hawaii. There's no one on a visa right now. H-1Bs. There's no H-1Bs right now. Okay.
Muttley says, has Trump announced any new wars today to deflect from the Epstein files tomorrow?
Ooh, there you go. Thank you, Muttley. There you go. I think they're planning a ground invasion in Venezuela.
Yeah, I think they are too.
And I think they were gonna do it last night, and they pushed out, and they had to make up something for him to say because he was supposed to talk about the Venezuela strike or something, and they
Trump
just did
like a blockade on Venezuelan ports and all that shit.
Right. And then I saw like a JetBlue plane got like accosted in their airplane. So I'm like, dude, I'm like, when TikTok gets a hold of waiting for a JetBlue holiday, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be bad.
Born citizens, 100%. In the end, government either serves the productive, patriotic, hardworking American citizen, or it serves those who break the laws, cheat the system, and seek power and profit at the expense of our nation.
This guy.
Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over.
Deflect much?
Every accusation is a confession. Run it back. He literally just that was Freudian as fuck.
Citizen, or it serves those who break the laws, cheat the system, and seek power and profit at the expense of our nation. Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state and have stolen billions and billions of dollars from Minnesota and indeed from the United States of America. And we're going to put an end to it.
Let's check your cabinet and see if there's any
before my election,
any fraud in
the
there.
vast majority of good and decent Americans
Somalians
were
like
forced
the
to watch
Sims
as
currency?
corrupt politicians plundered the halls of power, exploited our taxpayers, and pillaged every system that makes civilized society function. But not anymore, and you see that every day. Not anymore. We're putting America first, and we are making America great again. Very simple.
Hold on.
We are making America great.
He's right. America is going first, right after Israel and Argentina
and Venezuela
and Russia and China and North Korea
and Belarus
and Turkey and Egypt
and
Qatar
and Venezuela. I
think
I said Venezuela twice.
Yeah, you said that twice.
Honduras.
Well, I'm just saying, like, aside from all the people that he's giving, like, literally our cash to.
Oh, you mean
in big fucking bank trucks worth billions of dollars? Aside from the people that he's giving billions of dollars for, we're first after
Except,
them.
well, after Qatar.
Yes. Who gave him a $480 million jet? So I mean, they got to get on the list, and we haven't given them shit. So
he gave them an air base in our country.
What? Only. Where's my thing at?
But it can only good happen.
Yeah.
What was? But I thought those were the ones that were Hamas last year.
Yeah, Mikey. Listen, last year is last year. That's not now.
But his chart was last year.
Yeah, no, it's
okay.
It's different. It's different. Different people, different.
But they were dirty Muslims last year. But then they gave him a plane, and I was like, "Here, build an airplane base in my country. Why don't you?" Huh?
We'll train your Air Force.
It just seems like when he gets something he wants, he just kind of forgets what he was talking about.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this up.
Again, tonight, after 11 months, our border is secure. Inflation has stopped.
Wrong.
Wages are up. Prices are down.
Lie.
Our nation is strong.
Lie.
America is respected.
Lie.
And our country is back.
Lie.
Stronger than ever before.
Wrong.
We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen. Soon we will host the World Cup and the Olympics, both of which I got. But most importantly, we will celebrate the 250th
I got it.
Yo, the Olympics was decided so long ago.
I
it doesn't
did
even
it.
Matter.
It was me.
It was just our turn to host the World Cup, by the way.
Nope. Everyone was like, "Oh, Trump's here. Give him the FIFA Cup bowl."
Is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
What kind of grown ass man says that?
By the way, I got it. Only me.
What the fuck? Like, dude, you're the president and you're on fucking stage and camera doing but it was me. Like, what the fuck? Insecure much? Damn, bro.
Of the Declaration of Independence, there could be no more fitting tribute to this epic milestone than to complete the comeback of
Why are you
America
yelling?
that began
Yeah,
just
what is he
1
yelling
year
at?
ago. When the world looks at us next year, let them see a nation that is loyal to its citizens, faithful to its workers, confident to its identity, certain to its destiny, and the envy of the entire globe. We are
This is Stephen
respected
Miller's
again
writing.
like we have
Yeah.
never been respected before. To each and every one of you, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless you all.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Oh, get out of here.
Hoi, hoi, hoi. So
That was a
semi.
disaster.
While he said that last night, and then this morning, Mike Johnson sends everybody home.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna take for MAGA to understand they are playing you like a fucking fiddle.
Here's what happened, and I have to go in a few minutes, but here's what happened. 4 Republicans have sided with the Democrats on signing a discharge petition to get the ACA block grants reinstated. So Mike Johnson was like, "Oh, guys, we got to go home. It's a holiday break. We got to go." So it's not going to get done till January, but it's getting done, and there's going to be one less Republican because Marjorie Taylor Greene's out of here at the end of the year.
I think it's the 19th, so she might be back, or she might still be there. I think it's halfway through January, I think.
But remember on Tuesday when we talked about there were 12 members of the Republican conference in the House who wanted to vote on that, and Mike Johnson turned it down.
Right.
And then we talked about the only solution is a discharge petition. Well, they fucking did it.
Splintering
and
shattering.
Mike Johnson was like, "Well, we have the slimmest majority in in recent memory in Congress, and this is what you got to do sometimes." He is the worst Speaker of the House since Dennis Hastert, who was, I think, 1980s, 1990s. He was an abuser of people, and
my kind of guy.
Mike Johnson sucks.
It doesn't suck, Tim.
Is right to be pursuing that objective.
Oh, it's one-eared.
Ms. Green took out her frustrations today in saying that my audacity to offer an amendment that tries to limit and tailor the scope of federal power by saying that perhaps it should be limited to federal property. Perhaps it should be limited to actually crossing state lines. And perhaps, and I was being liberal in this construction, by the way, it should be limited to federal dollars,
Chip Roy
and
of
federal
Texas.
dollars that are flowing to the institutions in question. So now we have, I've got this
liberal Starwalt, Chip
right?
Roy.
I don't support this kind of behavior, and I think it should be criminalized. I also don't believe we should make a mockery of a limited constitution in carrying out what is clearly a political message. That's the case. Marjorie was given this vote this week to buy her vote on the National Defense Authorization.
This is like last night or like early, like late last night. So this is at the end of the meeting.
Everybody knows it. It happened right there on the floor of the House. The majority leader said, Marjorie, would you like to have your bill brought up to the floor? And guess what? Got a yes vote on the rule for the National Defense Authorization Act. And that's the kind of shit that keeps happening around this institution all the time, including on our side of the aisle.
That needs to be a clip.
And I'm sick of it.
When he says that's the kind of shit that happens in this institution all the time, that's a clip.
I'd like to have your bill brought up to the floor. And guess what? Got a yes vote on the rule for the National Defense Authorization Act. And that's the kind of shit that keeps happening around this institution all the time, including on our side of the aisle. And I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of what happened in the Judiciary Committee when we should have done it there. We should have addressed it in the Judiciary Committee. The people who are supposed to be vanguards of the Constitution. And now we're sitting here and we're listening to nonsense about health care. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle sit here saying, well, you guys aren't doing anything about the massive expensive cost of health care. Why do you think it's expensive? Because you literally cut a deal with insurance companies to run health care. You think that's going to run wild? Yeah. That's why they have 2,000% profit increases, and the American people can't afford to go to the doctor of their choice while we enrich insurance companies.
Oh, so you motherfuckers do understand what's going on. So you do know what's going on.
They're just playing stupid, Mikey.
So you do understand what the motherfucking problem. You can accurately describe what the problem is.
Thank you for your question, Senator.
So why y'all acting all dumbfounded in the face about how to fix it? Lawmakers, if only there was a group of motherfuckers who made laws who could rein in these motherfucking health insurance companies. If only they existed, huh?
Fuck the hell off.
You punk ass bitch. I knew y'all knew how this shit works, but y'all get up there and fucking act like y'all are dumb, deaf, and crazy.
All right, guys, that shit just
Well,
pisses me off.
you guys
man.
aren't doing anything about the massive expensive cost of health care. Why do you think it's expensive? Because you literally cut a deal with insurance companies to run health care. You think that's going to run wild? Yeah. That's why they have 2,000% profit increases, and the American people can't
now
afford
they
to go
care
to the
about
doctor of their
health.
choice
See,
while we enrich
now they
insurance
care
companies.
about health insurance industries making the money. But when
They're just getting rich over here.
Yeah, they're just getting rich over here. Dude, when they voted on the ACA way back in 2008, 2009, the Republicans didn't give two shits about how much the health insurance industry was making because they thought it was fucking communism. They were like, oh, this is going to hurt the health insurance industry. You're going to put health insurance companies out of business with these affordable care markets.
Yeah, having more people and more pools is totally gonna. It's not how insurance works.
They're so bullshit.
Yes. Lying ass. But do flame your compatriots a little more.
Insurance companies
I said
to run
2008.
health care. You think that's going to run wild? Yeah. That's why they have 2,000% profit increases, and the American people can't afford to go to the doctor of their choice while we enrich insurance companies. And yet Republicans will complain about it, and then they'll offer milquetoast garbage like we're offering this week, and then go home at Christmas and say, look at what we're doing. We're campaigning on reducing health care. Well, congratulations. At some point, people...
Oh, wait, congratulations. It's got to go too.
I really do like when one of the fucking Republican NPCs wakes up for a minute and is like, wait, what? What?
I am a real boy. Hold on.
Like we're offering this week, and then go home at Christmas and say, look at what we're doing. We're campaigning on reducing health care. Well, congratulations. At some point, people will look at this body and say, maybe we should get rid of all 435 members of the House and all 100 members of the Senate.
Yes.
And start over.
Yes.
Yeah. I could kiss your bald head. Yes. That's a great idea. We should have a full primary.
Oh, man. A new tournament bracket.
A full primary. What a great idea. Everyone should have to run for their fucking seat. Everyone should have to prove why they deserve a spot. What a great idea. Take your last 10 seconds.
Because Congress is literally failing the American people.
Yeah.
I yield back.
I yield back too. Wait,
See?
hold on. Wait.
Oh,
wait.
Thank you for your question, Senator.
Makes me weak.
All right, Mikey, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, Tim's got to run. I'm falling asleep. I'm so tired.
Yeah, we gotta let Mikey rest because he's got to come back in like 6 hours.
Well, congratulations.
Did you get the clip? Because that's great.
I hope so. It didn't update on my. Let me see.
Congratulations.
I don't think I could.
So join us tonight. Join us tonight for the season finale, the finals.
Oh my God.
Who's going to win?
What if Trump does another fucking thing and then he interrupts our shit?
Oh my God.
He's can't have
us. We're not on television.
He's gonna have another fucking email to read to everybody, and he's gonna interrupt our fucking season finale. Like, damn, bro, we can't have nothing.
So yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever time it is for everyone else.
I'm talking to you.
Hit the button.
Yeah, hit the like and subscribe. Do all those things. There we go.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Subscribe, imbibe.
Patreon.com/forbidden podcast.
Patreon.
I literally have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
I'm very tired. My brain is going in 6 different directions.
All right, so we will see you tonight, and don't forget to drink your
me.